Today we're going to be looking at Nearpod and using this in the classroom when looking at adding and subtracting fractions. So this is my teacher account, which is free. This is the homepage. Once I've logged in, I'm going to proceed to my library, and I can pick one that I've created, or I can search through lessons that have already been created, and these either are free or for purchase. So the one today I'm going to use is adding and subtracting fractions, and this one was free. So once I begin, I have asked my students to get onto their iPad and open up the Nearpod app. Then on my computer, I'll go to Live Lesson, and it will give me a code that I'll then share with the students. So I'll project this usually on the whiteboard and have the students put the code into their Nearpod. And from a student perspective, it just looks like this. So as soon as they log in, they can enter their name, which they must do, so I'm sure to look at know who's answering. And then I can see who's logged in. So I see one student's logged in already and who it is, Kate. So my students have logged on and I'm ready to begin, and I will go to the bottom of the screen. There's a bar. I'll click on the bar and I'll force whatever screen I'd like to be presented. I can skip screens if I'd like, so the first screen you will be able to. I can click on that and drag it to my screen, and that means all students will see this. So they cannot move forward or back. And then to move on to the next one, like that, student's perspective, the same one. And now I can put in my first question, an open-ended question from a student's perspective. It looks like this. So I can choose if I'd like for them to be able to write, to draw, to do both. So once the students have submitted their response, they get a thank you screen. They cannot move to the next one until I've projected it. And from a teacher's perspective, it shows me the question and it shows me their response, how many people have participated and who I'm waiting for. So once the class has all contributed, I can go to the bottom bar and click the next slide and the next slide. So this one from a student's perspective looks like this. They have the question on top and the capabilities to type. So the student here can draw, they can use typing if they'd like. And as they are responding, on my screen I just see I'm still awaiting that student's response. And once that student has completed, this is the student's page, she will just click send when she's sure that she's finished. And the thank you screen comes up, and then from the teacher's side, once it's completed, I can double click to view up close. And then on the top right hand corner, if there's a response that a student's given that I'd like all students to see, I can click share, and that will force this screen on all the students' iPads. Then close, and I can click force the next one up, like that. There. And the student's side looks like this. Again, they can write or type or draw. And on my side, I just see awaiting drawing.